We do want to be the provider of choice. We want to exceed patients' expectations so that they continue to choose us, and their families choose us, and their families choose us, and that we're here for a long time.
We need to step out of the working role, and we need to realize that people that are coming in here, this may be their first time.
They walk into this big hospital thinking, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what's going to happen to me.
So many people on a daily basis have their lives changed by walking through these doors.
And I know that someday that could be me. And I just feel so much for that person.
This is where the community comes when they need help, when they are hurting.
I think that patients have an expectation that their needs are met, that their health care is met, that they are met in a friendly way, that people are courteous to them at all times, and that should never cease for them.
I've been a patient, I've been on that other side. It's a scary place. Even when you're a healthcare provider, I was a little nervous, not knowing what exactly is going to happen.
We draw from a large area and therefore see all types of patients, whether it's trauma, whether it's heart attacks, whether it's pulmonary and lung problems. We see everything, and children too, of course.
My family's been cared for by CHC. My dad's been here, I've been here, and I love the fact that I can give back every day. And I have to think of that because sometimes you can get drowned in paperwork, you can get drowned in the mundane, and I'm sure nurses and doctors and even housekeeping may feel the same way.
We're all human, so I'm not going to say that everything's perfect at every moment, but I can tell you that the people that I work with are always trying to make it so.
I promise to walk in their shoes.
I promise to walk in their shoes.
From a maintenance man to a housekeeper to a nurse to a physician. Everybody makes a difference in the organization.
I love being able to put them at ease, and later on they'll come back and say, oh, when I came in I was so nervous and you made me feel like everything was going to be all right.
I want to know that I'm here to help them, and I want to make it a positive experience, that they know that when they come here, it's going to be okay.
The best thing that we can do for people is to help them understand what's happening from the moment they walk through our doors until they exit. And when I talk with people, that's the one thing they say. I understood what was happening. I was comfortable there. People talk to me.
They have to depend on us to provide excellent care. They have to trust us.
When we think about treating people or taking care of patients, a lot of times we just think of the golden rule. Treat people as you would want to be treated. But really what this is about is getting to know people, personalizing their experiences so that you treat them how they expect to be treated.
Even a small thing can feel pretty major to a person.
Every one of my departments, if one were missing out of the chain, the patient wouldn't get the care that they needed, and they wouldn't get better the way we need them to get better and be able to leave the hospital or be comfortable while they're here.
We all have a very important role in providing excellent care, and sometimes the roles overlap, and that's okay.
When we think about maybe even a single surgical patient, they will be impacted by a minimum of over maybe 25 departments during their stay, even before and after. But they'll only form one experience. So every single person getting it right every time is so important.
I promise to see with their eyes.
I promise to see with their eyes.
Everybody has an impact on that patient, whether it's directly or through their family. Because the family is going to share with the patient, well, I was just here and this is how I felt.
Everybody in the organization impacts the patient experience, some much more directly than others, obviously, but they're all there to support patient care.
The way everybody communicates and works together is truly amazing. It's amazing to be part of something that big.
I do work with many departments here in the hospital, having to kind of coexist as a team. And just making sure that where the patient has to go, that every area is aware that the patient is coming.
You have to be a team. Everybody helps with the admissions, everybody helps with the critical patients. We get reports so that everybody knows what's going on with everyone's patients, not just theirs. It's just a great team.
We've gotten a lot more into caring for the patient as a team, bringing in the entire staff, having it where the nurses work with the doctors, working with everybody else. We're all on the same page.
The staff are like family, and we look out for each other. We try to help each other when the need arises, and I'd not experienced that anywhere else where I had been, so that's what keeps me here.
At this hospital, I have seen better teamwork than I've ever seen in my career, and I've been in emergency medicine for my whole career. And it's just a very team-oriented hospital.
What I find is the majority of our community has had wonderful care here, and they appreciate that they're being cared for by their neighbors, and they appreciate the personalized care they receive here.
It really comes down to knowing the expectation of the patient. When I talk to new employees, and I talk to all of them when they come into the door about what patients expect, we know what they expect, they tell us. And what they tell us is they expect the little things, the things that all of us can deliver on, every person in the organization. And that's really common courtesy, a little step above and beyond, taking care of a family member, stopping somebody in the hall and asking and giving directions. It makes a difference, and those are the things that they remember about the organization. Was it a friendly, inviting, caring organization?
This is an excellent facility with dedicated people that want to provide the best care for the patients.
One of the stories that I like to tell is I had a lady that came in and she was distraught. Her husband had end stages of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. She wanted more than what we could give her, meaning that she wanted her husband to live, and it just wasn't going to happen. And so they called for me, and she was able to tell me all the things that she was feeling. She was hurting a lot, and so I asked if I could pray with her, and she just broke into tears, and she said, "Would you please?" And I think that there's many people who need that kind of a touch too, and I think there are a lot of people here that are willing to give.
What we do here is so important to so many people, and I'm just grateful and honored to work here.
I promise to feel with their heart.
I promise to feel with their heart.
I truly feel that we are so blessed in this area to have such a great hospital, and that's constantly improving. We never stop trying to improve ourselves.
We have to take our employment eyes out, put their eyes in, and see what they're seeing, and feel what they're feeling, and experience what they're feeling. And that's what I tell my people in every department meeting, that, you know, when you look at a room when you're done, look at it through their eyes. What are you seeing? What are you going to be seeing through them?
We don't make widgets. We treat people and we take care of people. And at the end of the day, you've made a difference in somebody's lives, and that's very rewarding.
It's a neat feeling. Somebody comes in on death's door, you treat them, they walk out of the hospital. Realistically, I feel like doing a dance in the end zone.
I love what I do. I love what I do, and I love working here. I enjoy coming to work every single day, every day.